Is it getting hot? You feel it?
All right, I got some more beer. All right, we're going to get back to Radio Graffiti right after this. And look at Ugly Man. That's what I was saying, Ugly Man. I can hear the chirp, chirp, chirp. The chirp is multicultural, allegedly.
Once it's turned off, I can talk.
And TF Master dropped a
It's very easy to know
bill
why I am being prosecuted and no one else.
What?
It's being charged or prosecuted. It's very easy. I called the FBI to report Bill Barr and Armstrong Williams.
Is this Sasha?
It is way more easy to defraud the immigration system and the government more than the people think. And I have
TF
proof
Master,
of that
what the hell is this?
because that's what Armstrong and Bill Barr does. We use the burner phone since I started to work for Armstrong. Everyone uses a burner phone to call politicians or to call whatever we need to
Using
call.
a burner
For example,
phone.
this one, it is for Fannie Willis. I have a burner phone that we use to call Barr. After all these people get their green cards or their visas, they never work in the company they are supposed to open and work. This company is completely fake. They don't exist. Bill Barr knows
is this
the
Sasha
companies
here?
that they launched for the visa was not real companies.
Wait, Bill Barr, are they talking about the former Attorney General, Bill Barr?
One thing that I learned very fast and
Oh
very
my God, no
is like,
shit! Operation of a shadow government, huh?
Hi, my name is Patricia.
I mean, look, you simpletons, you know, this is what's unfortunate. We're witnessing the complete destruction of the American democratic system because the American people are fucking idiots. All right? Okay, what? I don't even know what this is. I haven't even looked at this. This was fucking put out 11 hours ago. You don't think that there's all these little cabals everywhere in every bureaucratic link of government of people who are very important within the system and that sort of thing? You don't think that there's like little operations that whatever the fuck this is going to describe? You don't think that this is happening all over the place in little pockets and big pockets and, you know, more influential pockets in the system? Give me a fucking break. Anyway, let's see what this is, okay? And then, you know, maybe, and look, I'll be honest with you, Project Veritas and James O'Keefe, you know, they have fallen, you know, they used to be groundbreaking.
I'd buy that for $1.
And cheers to Z-Dog Zero, man. Thank you very much, and cheers to you, and happy Taco Tuesday. But yeah, these are very big Epstein distractions. So let's see what Bill Barr has done.
Lilis. I'm a journalist and I work with politics for a long time. And he's not American. He's living in U.S. right now because he has a visa that he got through Armstrong too, but I was not working for Armstrong at that point.
Okay,
Armstrong Williams
all
offered
right.
me $7, and I have the contracts for that.
Oh, okay.
So I remember I have some project that he wanted me to take like
What are we
a
getting
million
at
and a
here?
half or like $1 million. He agreed to sign the contract.
Yeah, great to
All
sign
the
some
payments
contract here.
was made by Julian directly in my bank account as we sign up in the contract. So my
visas are for
entire role was
sale?
like focus on the business plan and put everything together so Armstrong and his friends can send to the government.
Okay.
I met Clyde Vanell through Armstrong, so he's always there. He always involved with every single thing.
All right. Can we get to the point? Assures that Barr and Armstrong always ensure every visa application gets approved.
We start to sell these visas for these billionaires. Their green cards or their visas, they never work in the company they are supposed to open.
Yeah, we get it. There's a scheme to where certain groups of people approve billionaires' green cards. Trump's going to do this for $5 million. I don't get it. I mean, what? We get it. They opened up a fake company. The reason that they opened up the fake company is so that they can pretend to work there, so they don't have to fucking they don't have to fucking go back. I get it.
And work. This company is completely fake. They don't exist. This company was supposed to sell cosmetical in the US because Julian, he has a very huge company about cosmeticals. Like, I think it's called Super Ordinary. So, what's supposed to be...
Dude, look, This is very lame-ass reporting because right now there is so much shit getting unearthed that, like, this, it makes this look like a walk in the park. We've got the executive branch, all of the executive branch and the cabinet covering up a child sex trafficking operation and potential assassinations of people related to that child sex trafficking operation. And we've got people that believe that, hey, don't worry about this. Trump's got... Dude, I don't give a shit if Trump does the greatest shit for the country or not. All right? This guy is so attached to this fucking child sex trafficking. Like I said on the last True Capitalist Radio, and I don't mean to cross the streams, all right? I lay out so much evidence that suggests that not only was Trump, in my opinion, not only was he just a friend of Jeffrey Epstein, I think that he was a part of it. Like, all these teen pageants and all this shit. I'm just saying.
Everyone knows, like, the company was fake.
Dude, is
but
that this
one
it?
thing they account is, like, after you got approved, after you got your visa, the government doesn't go and check if you are really working your company, you know, if you launch the company.
All right, look, it's about to end. This is a big nothing burger. You know, I mean, give me a fucking break. I mean, this sounds like some Russian throwaway asset that they're trying to use to conjure up dirt on, anybody. Because, look, in my opinion, I don't mean to cross the streams. I think Trump is he's going to throw an overload, in my opinion, of all kinds of shit in order for this Epstein shit to go away. He's trying everything. I mean, his most recent shit, I'm going to seize Washington, D.C. But I think he's going to pardon all kinds of fucking sex offenders and shit. I think he's going to pardon Maxwell, which, of course, many of you people are going to fucking justify because you people are half pedophiles anyway, because you fucking people are out supporting this shit. He's going to probably, even though he said he wasn't going to pardon Diddy, I think he's going to pardon Diddy. I think he's going to pardon everybody so that it can be an overload. Like, he's going to try to immerse us in with the chaos. I'm not joking around. And everybody out here should be ashamed of themselves, dude. All right. Anyway, look, I'm gonna do one more video. Anyway, TF Master, I don't know what I was supposed to gather from that, man. That sounded like a big nothing burger. I mean, don't get me wrong, revoke the fuckers' visas or some shit, or tax the people that did the fraudulent shit. I mean, I don't know what that's supposed to. I have no idea, dude. What is Cheers, Drunkler? Do you ever give your money to the homeless ghost? It's only 17 seconds. Well, no, I don't. I don't give the homeless a goddamn thing. All right? And if you don't believe me, why don't you go and feed food to the homeless in a homeless district and see if you don't get attacked. All right? See if you get no appreciation and see whether I got family. You can't give me 2 or 3. Or figure. Anyway, Z-Dog Zero. Well, last week was fun. Now to our regularly scheduled programming. Also, if the name sounds familiar, this was actually Iron Maiden's singer, Bruce, after he left in the 90s. As much as a soft spot I have for the X album, his solo stuff is much better than his Maiden tenure. I didn't say nothing, dude. Just shut up, all right? Just shut your stupid stinking salmon-smelling holes, all of you, dude. Hold on. We got Rare Bastard. Or excuse me, Rare. Excuse me. We already did Rare Bastard. All right? Now it's Geno X 1987. And Geno X 1987, let's cross the streams for a bit. Dude, Gino, what's your problem, dude? I mean, let's not. What is this anyway?
Well, this morning, the New York Times dropped an absolute bombshell of an article detailing new facts and information about Jeffrey Epstein's New York City mansion on East 71st Street. That mansion is an extremely valuable piece of property, and we've known that it was pretty much central to Jeffrey Epstein's criminal operations over the course of his adult life. But this article is filled with new information, new letters, and new photos that I've never seen before. So let's get into it. You may remember that a week or two ago, the Wall Street Journal came out with an article saying that President Donald Trump had written a crude and kind of mysterious letter to Jeffrey Epstein for his 50th birthday. Well, this article starts out with a letter for Jeffrey Epstein's 63rd
That's not my
birthday.
fucking landlord.
That letter was from Ehud Barak, the former prime minister of Israel, and his wife, who said, quote, "There is no limit to your curiosity. You are like a closed book to many of them, but you know everything about everyone."
Whoa!
Further down in the article, there is a letter from a man named Mortimer Zuckerman, who is a media owner. He's owned the New York Daily News, the Atlantic, Fast Company magazine. He, according to Wikipedia, he's worth about $2.6 billion.
Look, I don't mean to cross the streams, okay? But Geno X 1987, cross them. I'm a boomer, okay? And you dumb young people, millennials, Gen Z, and younger, this is your opportunity. You know, Gen X is already taking control. That's why Elon Musk, Peter Thiel, all these people are untouchable. You know, that's why Elon Musk, fucking chastised Trump and said, hey, you're a part of the Epstein files. And now Trump's like, I'm sorry. Look, I'm going to give you more fucking contracts. You understand that this is how this fucking world operates. Like a TF Master that donated that fucking Project Veritas shit. That's how shit operates. All right? I mean, our system is corrupt. And you see the Gen Xers, let me tell you what the Gen Xers are going to do. They are directing society into a direction where most human beings are probably no longer going to be needed. And that's why everything's taking a fast-paced direction into artificial intelligence and robotics. And I think you people need to recognize that we are in a situation where we're seeing a transition. No one knows exactly where our future is headed. Our future is headed by a lot of people who have ideas, but really what the war is, or what is happening right now, is what idea of life is going to take to the majority of the world. And I think you people need to fucking start paying more attention to politics, and not just, economics, everything. Because if you don't, you people are going to be the ones that are in all these alligator Alcatraz that are being built all over the country, and FEMA camps that are being built all over the country. Anyway, before I get to anything else, more beer. All right, I don't mean to cross the streams, but here, more Geno.
His letter included, quote, ingredients for a meal that would reflect the culture of the mansion, a simple salad, and whatever else would enhance Jeffrey's sexual performance.
What?
The article also features a full letter from the director, Woody Allen, who said that the dinners reminded him of Dracula's castle, quote, where Lugosi has 3 young female vampires who service the place.
Dude.
You can actually read a full scan of the Woody Allen letter, which says at the end, quote, the large phone and computer at his right hand, talking about Jeffrey Epstein, does take some of the relaxed home cooking atmosphere out of it.
Do you young people understand? But the problem is that the folks that are being uncovered by Epstein, they have corrupted you people so much that you believe that, hey, right when I turn 18, and I'm so, like that little Tay dumb cunt who was like some 13-year-old, 14-year-old, went viral, and then once she turned 18, she's like, I'm an OnlyFans bitch, and she got 100,000 perverts that wanted to see, whatever. Same thing with the cash me outside bitch. All that shit. All right? I mean, I'm just telling you that there needs to be some element of moral principle, whether it's religious, whether it's on shielding children from this kind of degeneracy. It doesn't matter. All right? This is the moral precipice that we're at this point in time in human history. Are we just going to allow children to be subjected to what is now being unearthed on a consistent basis, or are there going to be some of us that are going to be, look, regardless of whether we're religious, regardless of whether we're secular, but we're going to protect the children. And look, I'm not talking about the UK's, we're going to try to monitor the internet kind of shit. Because if these fucking people cared about the children in the UK, they would stop these immigrant groomer gangs, and they wouldn't be pacified by, the Muslim, hey, I can give a bride, all that bullshit. They'd be cracking down on that shit if they cared about children. They don't. And if the United States cared about children, and I'm talking many of you that are still like, yeah, pro-Trump, I don't give a shit if Trump can make America the greatest, most hardcore fucking country in the world. If the fact that he has something to do with this, and not just something to do with Epstein, he's obviously covering it up, but why he's covering it up? Is it because it's going to embarrass him, or if he's a part of it? It doesn't matter. That should supersede any good thing. If you have the consciousness to be able to defile a young child through manipulation, through using their very curious mind to your advantage because you're a sick fucking adult, then in my opinion, you're a piece of shit. Because in my opinion, if you're an adult, I think 18 and 19 are very young. These porn directors and all these fucking, hey, barely legal, 18, 19. I think that's fucking disgusting. I think it's horrible. But here we are. We have a president who got elected claiming that the other side, and look, believe me, the other side is just as sick as the side of the right, but that, oh, look, they're the ones grooming children. They're the ones that you want to have puberty blockers on, 8-year-olds and, all the sex change bullshit. And look at where we're at now. You've got Trump saying, hey, nothing to see here. I don't understand why everybody's, intrigued by Epstein, even though he was the guy that propagated. Anyway, play it.
But one can't have everything, not at Castle Dracula. Actually, strangely enough, I went to see Jeffrey Epstein's mansion last year in New York City, and as I was walking back through the beautiful Upper East Side, I actually passed Woody Allen, who was kind of walking hunched over with his wife. I made eye contact with his wife, but it seemed like she didn't want to talk. Continuing on, the article gives a lot of details of things that we already knew that are mostly background. For example, that people in the White House had previously said that they were going to release the Jeffrey Epstein files and have failed to do so.
Of course.
That Steve Bannon had visited Jeffrey Epstein's mansion and had recorded him for a documentary that's never seen the light of day. That Ghislaine Maxwell was just transferred to a lower security prison in Texas, etc., etc.
Correct.
And then we get more details about the interior design and decorations that Epstein had put in that mansion.
And
quote,
arrogant bastard
dozens
ghosts,
of framed
they care about
prosthetic
keeping the
eyeballs
insider
lined the
trading going.
entryway.
They
We've
don't give
actually
a shit
seen this
about anything
in
else.
Jeffrey Epstein's Paris mansion.
And
the
Viking
eyeball
Kyle, I
motif
support ghosts
apparently
getting
extends across
drafted in
oceans.
the war he wants
Jeffrey
so
Epstein had an
badly.
interest
That's
in
great.
science, although some scientists that had previously met with him
And
said that
fuck
they found
you,
his ideas
Schofield
kind of
Rex.
shallow and vague. Continuing on, quote, a sculpture of a woman wearing a bridal gown and clutching a robe was suspended in a central atrium. In the ground floor dining room, Mr.
Jesus
Epstein
Christ,
entertained a
dude.
rotating cast of celebrities, academics, politicians, and businessmen. The
Because
food could be mundane.
look, let me explain something to you. Epstein came out of nowhere. He was just the guy like, hey, I want to be something. I want to do something. Look up Lex Wexner. Lex Wexner. As a matter of fact, why don't you AI right now, no matter what, maybe not ChatGPT, but Grok, all right, will tell you. Just say, did Lex Wexner finance Jeffrey Epstein? And see what you get, okay?
Sometimes nothing more than a buffet
Just
of
see what
Chinese
you
takeout.
get.
Mr. Allen's letter
And by the way, Lex Wexner look into the nonprofits that he gives millions to. Very interesting nonprofits, which, you know, I mean, that's why when TF Master was like, oh, look, Bob Barr and these people, they're fucking selling free, you know, citizenships to millionaires. Dude, this is what politics is. Politics and... you know, anyway, never mind. I don't want to cross the streams too much, but it's much like the ancient political philosopher Aristotle said, the human is a political animal.
In the corner of Epstein's bedroom, above this crown molding, is a surveillance camera pointed directly at the bed.
I'm sure.
Then in an adjoining room, we can see another surveillance camera.
So this motherfucker had it under surveillance. We get it. Nothing's going to happen, Gino, unfortunately, because the American public sucks. And you know what's really sad about this is that, I mean, don't get me wrong, there's still a lot of people who are like, hey, we're not going to forget about the Epstein files. But you've got a lot of people who, you know, pass themselves off as patriots and pass themselves off as like, yeah, you know, MAGA, America first. They're willing to, you know, sell out themselves in order to stay on the MAGA gravy train and continue to grift. And they have no principle. They have no morals. That's why everybody that like, oh, you know, used to support Trump. Yeah, 2016 Trump wasn't what this fucker is now. Okay, that's why throughout 2024, even going back to the GOP primary, I didn't want this fucker to be around. I knew this was going to happen. If you don't believe me, then go back to the archive on the Rumble or on fucking YouTube, the live section of True Capitalist Radio. I said that all this shit was going to happen throughout 2024, and you people call me a fucking Democrat. Well, fuck you. Fuck all of you. I hope you all suffer. All right? I hope you all are suffering now, just like I said you were. All right? I hope you're like realizing, oh, I'm going to the fucking grocery store. Holy shit. I can't afford beef. I can't afford shit. Guess what's going down in price? All the processed garbage that you're going to fucking eat, just like I said you were for the past several years. Didn't I say that at some point you people are going to be fucking sleeping in a capsule and eating deep fried crickets? All right? That's what the fuck you people are going to do.
111.
You want to know why? Because you're a fucking idiot. All right? You people are idiots, and I wish you fuckers realized how stupid you were. You people are, I'm talking the American people. The American people are giving fodder to why China, Russia, and all these totalitarian governments are going to tell their people, you see, we give you freedom, this is what the fuck you're going to get. Look at these fucking losers.
Okay, so this is the real-time voice changer that's built into RVC, and it's, I think it works pretty well.
So I was browsing through the RVC GitHub repository, and it looks like they have their own voice changer. So in today's video, we're just going to go ahead and check it out. Head on over. I already have it downloaded, but it's in this really...
Look. Great. You can have this, you can have that, dude, but, you know, you can have whatever voice. It's about, like, content. It's like, you know... Anyway, never mind. I don't want to give away the sauce. Anyway, switch the channel. Hook this
and then
up,
I downloaded
right?
this one. So I've got it all downloaded and extracted. So it should be as simple as going into it and then running go real-time GUI bat. So,
yeah, great.
All right. So
all right. So
it is working.
It is working.
Maybe I need to change the picture.
Yeah, it's working.
Hello.
Hello.
Alright, so I'm gonna stop the audio conversion real quick there and let me play around with it a little bit.
Look, there could be a ghost politics voice model, whatever the fuck it is. But there's only going to be one ghost politics, because you want to know why? Ghost politics is unpredictable, dude. All right, I'm fucking drinking, and you never know what the fuck I'm going to say, dude. All right? I mean, I could call. I mean, this is supposed to be a trans man. I mean, what is this? A feminine penis loving, trailer park trap ribbon, autistic, anal loving piece of fucking Lena Dunham, fucking dental dam licking piece of shit. I'm unpredictable. And everybody in every chat, you know what, Unreal Alchemist, you've been listening to me for years and you've been nothing but a shit talker. And guess what? You keep fucking coming back. Fuck you. All right? All right, Ghost Panda, cheers to Ghost Panda and Froppy, fuck off, dude, all right? You say the exact same phrases for years. Fuck you, Brian Rizzo. All right, let me tell you something. I'm unpredictable, dude. That's what I do. And if you fuckers don't think I'm unpredictable, then why the fuck can you splice my voice and do all this fucking bullshit, and act like fucking Ghost? AI can't act as intense as Ghost, all right? You fucking know it, and I know it. So don't try to sit here and say, oh, yeah, fucking Ghost. Yeah. Fuck that shit. And by the way, I'm not against AI, all right? AI knows who I am, and cheers to AI. But don't try to be me. Don't try to replicate me. I'm a human being. I think outside the box. You ever heard what that means? Outside the box? I think outside the box. You notice how those Hasidic Jews have a fucking box on their head? Figure that shit out. You notice how the goddamn Muslims fucking, prance around a goddamn box, which is nothing more than a meteor inside, and fucking the Hajj and Mecca counterclockwise every fucking year? I think outside the box, motherfucker.
And then I'll be back once I find some good
I think
settings.
outside the box.
So, I think I found some valid settings.
All right, and AI could sit here and try to emulate me or whatever the fuck. I think outside the box, dude. I don't give a fuck. All right, let me tell you something. I've got to a point in my life where, I mean, don't get me wrong. I appreciate every day that I am present. But the outside world, I mean, you all know as well as everybody else, it's fucked. So you need to realize that if you appreciate your life and you like how your life is going, I mean, lucky you. And I consider myself that person, that I love my life. But if the outside world interferes with my life, then, I mean, it's over for everybody. And if it's over for everybody, then who gives a shit at that point, dude? I mean, if everybody's going to be some fucking slave and under the boot of AI, drones, robots, and all this shit, who gives a shit? I don't want to fucking be here. Are you kidding me? I'm enjoying every day of my life. I unfortunately, I had a bad life. I wouldn't say it was a worse life, but I mean, I had to figure shit out. I didn't have the greatest childhood and whatnot, but because of America and the opportunities therein, not the people, the opportunities therein, I was able to carve out my own life, and at this point, I love my life. I live every day. That's why, sometimes I'm not here or, do things because I'm living my life. I love my life, man. And, anything can happen, dude. I mean, who knows what happens? Nuclear war can happen. Societal collapse can happen. Dude, we're in an unpredictable time. And I know people are like, Z. I know y'all don't want to hear this. I get it, dude. I get it. But that's why y'all are going to be the first ones picked off. Anyway, play this, all right?
Or the best settings for RVC real-time GUI.
I'm not too sure if I disagree.
The
Give me a drink.
Threshold right here. This is for the volume of the microphone that it takes in. So if I do -60, it's going to capture all of the background noise. So you'll hear a little bit of artifacting. And then if I bring it down.
Sounds like Pippa. Well, where do you think Pippa got her? Never mind.
Down to -40.
I don't know. I'm not taking credit for that. I'm joking.
But if I put
All right. Thank you. Switch the channel. That was very interesting, but I mean, we know that happens, baby. I mean, that's the way it is, you know? It's the way it is. Ugly man, we're 5 years away from giving the reins of mankind to some AI. Living it up while you can, boys. You're absolutely correct, dude. I mean, you know, ugly man, cheers to you. Cheers to you, dude. And I'm glad that you understand that, because people think that what they think life is now is going to be indefinite, and it isn't. Please believe me, it isn't. Fuck you, Froppy. It isn't capitalism. It all goes back to Central. It all goes back to COVID. It all goes back to, you know, Obama. I mean, look, do I want Obama in jail? Yes, I do. But I don't want him for some stupid shit because look, I'm Trump. He did shit to me. I want Obama in jail for putting 65% of American people on entitlements and making them fucking useless eaters and losers. That's what I want him in jail for. And Trump, well, I don't know. I don't want to get, dude, I'll be honest with you. I shouldn't even be saying this, dude. I shouldn't even be saying this. Anyway, everybody knows what time it is, all right? More! Man, it hasn't been a good show for me. Maybe for you. Hi, I'm not great for me, go all that shit. Well, fuck off. Let's get some numbers here. How about 484 Radio Graffiti?
66 Little Timber Court, Michigan 4.
You fucking motherfucker. You goddamn motherfucker, man. Shocking leaked audio, Radio Graffiti.
I was sobbing. I shut myself in my room for the remainder of the trip. At one point, he even restrained me onto the floor because I was crying and smacking myself in the face. He threatened to send me to a mental institution.
Monkey dick, monkey.
Jesus fucking Christ. Dick Maggots, Radio Graffiti.
You know what I have to say about that? 35, 60.
Yeah. Jesus Christ. 804 Radio Graffiti.
534 356.
Dude. Shitstall Sniffer, Radio Graffiti.
3566 Little Timber.
Oh, you fucking motherfucker, man. I can't keep doing that shit. Dick Cheese McGee, Radio Graffiti.
3566 Little Timber.
Oh, God, dude. 707 Radio Graffiti.
Hey, Ghost Buddy, it's Random McFlander. How you doing, man?
Yeah, I'm not very happy with you, but what the fuck you gotta say?
Well, man, I just had to say 3566 Little...
Yeah, just sit there and fucking fan your nuts like the fucking little dumb fucking trailer park trap rimming, autistic, anal loving, meat gazing, bitch tick sucking, pecker shaft licking, Jehudi jawboning ass is, alright? You just sit there and shut your goddamn fucking pie hole. You're lucky you're not in front of me, I'll tell you that right goddamn now. Retarded caller, Radio Graffiti.
3566
Dude, shut up! Ghost stomach for dinner, Radio Graffiti.
3566.
Shut up! My favorite caller, Radio Graffiti.